In September 2017, the United States of America placed a ban on catfish imports from Guyana. This move followed a requirement by the United States Food and Safety Inspection Services for Guyana to provide documentation to verify that their inspection system was equivalent to the United States standards. Guyana has fallen short of the U.S. standards in three areas: the presence of inspectors, insufficient documentation detailing verification of each step in the Sanitation and Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point (HACCP), and insufficient documentation specifying how the industry manages adulterated catfish products. Local authorities have been trying to comply and meet these regulations. In 2018, then Minister of Agriculture Noel Holder relayed that Guyana will be drafting new regulations to enable the country to meet the requirements to recommence exportation, but these efforts were futile since the ban was never lifted. However, the recent visit of the United States Secretary of State Micheal Pompeo to Guyana could result in a positive turn for the fishing industry and a possible lift of the three-year exportation ban. President Dr. Irfan Ali, during a press conference on Friday at State House, expressed hopes of having the prolonged ban on catfish finally lifted by the United States.
I raised with Secretary Pompeo the need to revisit the current export restriction on wild-caught catfish, a product which is a great demand in the Guyanese diaspora. This market is very important, not only for export earning, but also for the sustenance of the livelihood of the fishing communities.
In response to this plea, the Secretary of State conveyed his position on the issue.
The President mentioned catfish. I used to catch catfish when I was a young man. One great thing is that we're getting the information that's needed. We'll work with you. We'll put it through the U.S. regulatory process and the WTO review process, and I'm confident we can get a good outcome.
Fish export in Guyana has negatively impacted fishing businesses, which have had to downscale on export to Canada while they await the reopening of the lucrative New York market. As such, a lift of this ban will be positively welcomed by the fishing industry. The Secretary of State arrived in Guyana on Thursday afternoon for a two-day visit to discuss affairs in governance, security, and natural resources, among other matters. For the AGP Nightly News, Kendell Richmond.